Okay, so here's what we're seeing in the U.S. economy. This is kind of what we see going on right now. Number one. Oh, and we're going to go to white. So the elections are huge right now, right? If the Republicans win, so if the then we will get sweeping reforms over the next 2 years, right? If the Dems win, then things will gridlock. Okay, so let's go down here. So right here, this is good for the economy, right? Okay. This is neutral. For the economy. Okay. 2. Canada just folded like a bunch of bitches. This is for NAFTA. NAFTA. So this is with the whole NAFTA thing. So with NAFTA, basically the U.S. won. Canada realized Canada is a microeconomy. And needs the U.S. Okay, so there's that. Now, China. Right now we have China is... Right, we have China is stubborn, but the trade war will not last, right? China, the Chinese economy is very weak. Right? I know I'm leaving for China on Tuesday. I'm going to China on Tuesday, but the Chinese economy is extremely, extremely weak, right? And they're hurting, and they're trying to play hardball with the U.S., and it's just going to go on for a little while. I think in the long run, this helps the U.S. By balancing trade, and already. The tariffs, oh dude, the tariffs are brutal. I know, I import things from China for the clubs, right? The tariff, one word, right? You spell frickin' tariffs. How do you spell tariffs? Spell tariffs. I don't know how to spell tariffs. So already the tariffs are brutal, and the cost of importing has risen drastically. Right, so there's that. Now 4, the interest rates. So this is important. Mortgage rates need to stay at 4 to 5%, or we will have a housing crisis again, right? 5. 5 is basic interest rates. The U.S. rates as fast as they can to head off any downturn. The target is they're trying. The 3.5 is the target right now. 3.5 to 5% is the target, right? They need to get to 5% ASAP. 3.5% is not good enough. Right. So number 6. So they use the cost of money spur. Right, so use the cost of money to spur the economy in a dip. Okay. Number 6. So we're pumping into infrastructure right now. We're just pumping money into the infrastructure, but this will only last 2 more years. Okay. Our increased our GDP 4%, but about 1.5% is government spending. Right? So we've got, where we go? Infrastructure. 8. What is the last thing? No real inflation yet. 9 is credit card debt is increasing. And the reason this is increasing is people have had to tighten their belts for so long. They are finally spending again. All right, there's that. Boop. So, okay, so there's all that. The U.S. stock markets need and will see a possible 15% correction. Maybe before the end of the year. US. Years. Okay, so debt is still dangerous. Still dangerous levels. And then our household debts is kind of getting is back, is increasing. But this equals people are spending, which is good, right? Wages are growing, then this equals inflation, right? And then you got 6. You've got cost of goods nationwide is ticking up, which is good. That's still good. You know, the cost of goods is going up, so it's not skyrocketing, right? And then our currency. The basically the U.S. government currency. U.S. is holding the dollar down. They're holding it down on purpose. This makes goods cheaper. And then employment. Is getting tight, right? And this equals wage inflation. Okay, so there's my summary on the U.S. economy right there, right? So if we're going to look at these elections and what's going to happen here in the next, God, was it 45 days? If the Republicans can manage to hold on to the office, hold on to the House of Representatives, it'll be great for. I think the economy, it'll be really good. We need it. We need this. We need this to hold on here. I think it'll be good for the economy. Oh, there we go. So I think it'll be good for the economy if we can hold on for the next couple, we can just hold on a little bit longer. If the Dems win, it'll just be neutral. Nothing will happen, and then we'll have to see what happens in 2020, right? Canada with the NAFTA. So basically, Canada, they're such a micro-sized economy. I don't know what they were trying to play hardball with us about. So we're trying to play hardball with the U.S. And the U.S. is just like, well, we don't need you. And the second we throw on a bunch of tariffs, I mean, they just folded like babies. They couldn't do anything. They're so reliant on the U.S. economy. They're literally like the size of a state. Like California is bigger than them. They need us. They figured that out really quick, and they just folded, signed everything we want. I mean, everything we got in our deal, right? Um, I am flat. So on with China once again. Oh, China is stubborn. So China is very stubborn. But the trade war, it's not going to. China realizes they need us. Now we need each other, which is good. So we do need them. They need us. We're just going to have to play this out, right? So just all we need to do is just wait, and the Chinese will eventually come around. We'll get a much better deal. It'll be good for everybody. It'll be good for them. Be good for us. The more money we have, the more their stuff we can buy. Everybody's going to figure it out. It's just that Chinese are great negotiators. They really are. Chinese and Indians. Oh my God, don't negotiate with them. They're amazing. Just you don't want to negotiate with Indians or Chinese. You're going to end up. They're going to end up wearing your pants home with your wallet in it. All right, you're gonna go home and they're in a pair of old boxers. Mortgage rates. So the mortgage rates are really, this is kind of crucial right now because our housing market, things are kind of overpriced. People have been drinking the Kool-Aid too much. They think there's too much valuation in their house, their homes, and this is going to be an issue. The home rates are like houses are sitting now, so we're starting to see houses are sitting. So we're seeing a slowdown. A slowdown is happening in home sales. They are sitting longer and getting discounted. Okay. The U.S. is raising interest rates. We're really just raising interest rates as fast as we possibly can. We're raising our interest rates as quickly as possible because this is how you head off a recession. When you can give free money away, this is basically how you head off a recession right here. Cheap free money, they give it away to the big corporations. The big corporations, take the free money, they build factories, they do all kinds of things, and then they're able to kind of spur the economy again. So they're trying to get this up as quickly as they can. You need to keep an eye on the bond rates. So I think the bond rates are super important. So watch the bond rates. Bond rates. These are, now you got to watch the bond rates, right? If these climb, then stocks fall. Okay, so you got to watch these. If these bond rates keep climbing, then you'll see the stock market definitely take a pretty good beating from it. So right now, I think the bond rates are right about 3%. So if we can get these, if these potentially can hit 5%, you'll see a bunch of people go into bonds. 5% is just unbelievably unheard of. So yeah, the other thing is the U.S. government right now is just pumping money into the economy, into infrastructure. They've only got 2 more years left of that money to keep pumping in there, and then it'll just all dry up. We just increased our GDP 4%, which is the highest we've had in like freaking a million years. But 1.5% of it, I would estimate, was actually government spending just buried in there. We really don't have inflation yet. It's kind of ticking up, but I wouldn't say there's no real inflation. And then credit card debt is increasing. So this is kind of just an overview of the American economy. So it's looking okay. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely looking okay for the next 2 years. So the economy is looking good for at least good 2 years. And if we can keep our head about us, we could make it a good, 2 to 4 years. That's it.